society subscribes to and seek to live by the principles of honesty, service, humility, justice, cooperation, responsibility, and charitableness. And if you look to our left, this is our coat of arms. That's our symbol. And with every symbol, it has a meaning. The helmet is symbolic of the armored strength of the knight, and the scroll at the top of the coat of arms represents his tattered tunic, which has been torn in his fight for the truth and justice. The 3 stars at the top of the shield stand for the moral and spiritual values in life for which all members of Gamma Beta Phi strive. The 3 letters on the ribbon across the center of the shield represent the ideas of organization. Gamma is the initial letter in the Greek word gnosis for knowledge or education. Beta is the initial letter of the Greek word bios, meaning life. Phi is the initial letter of the Greek word philos, meaning love or friendship. These 3 signify that education and friendship constitute the basis of a full and happy life. The eagle with the outstretched wings at the base of the shield stands for loyalty to country. The olive branch in the right claw being emblematic of our national dedication to cause of peace, while the arrows in the left claw indicate our readiness to fight for justice and freedom. The ebony ribbon across the center of the shield signifies the dignity and strength of the fellowship and organization. The gold surface of the shield stands for the golden bond of friendship which binds together the members of the society. The words scholarship, service, and character inscribed on the ribbon around the base of the shield are the watchwords of the organization and represent the ideals and purposes of the Gamma Beta Phi Society. Now we will hear from our keynote speaker, who is also our chapter sponsor. He's responsible for all of the emails that have gone out, even if you saw my name on it. They came from Dr. Webb. Everything set up today came from Dr. Webb. The chapter itself being brought to Virginia College in Birmingham and being offered to our online students is because of Dr. Webb. He's dedicated to our success as we are dedicated to our own. I have gotten great knowledge from Dr. Webb. Things that I never even thought would have mattered in my life to me and my kids. So I would suggest we listen closely because Dr. Webb has a lot of knowledge to share, and I'm very confident that he's going to share some good knowledge with us today.
Wow. I'll pay you later. That's fantastic, but in all seriousness, many of the responses to emails and phone calls were from Waylene. I did a great job of delegating. Forward, Waylene. Forward, Waylene. So she really needs to take the majority of the credit for the communications. I'm so glad family and friends are here. This is an honorable day. Your significant other, child, friend, whomever, it's an honor. You're in the largest national honor society in America, both for on-ground and online students. Gamma Beta Phi has actually now been around for almost 50 years. In the mid-60s, it was a development. It came from the Beta Club. Some of you might remember that from high school. It was a takeoff of the Beta Club from high school, but brought to higher education. We have several colleges just in Alabama that are members of Gamma Beta Phi. North Alabama, Auburn, Alabama, Troy, Miles, ITT Tech, and others. Probably missing one or two. The largest chapter is the University of Mississippi at Oxford. They have over 2,000 members. Just to show you. The smallest, I think Jimmy McNutt told us, our national director, there was like a little private school in Kentucky that had like 9 or something. But we're fortunate that currently, what do we have, close to 100, give or take, online, on ground members, so it's fantastic that we have been able to grow. We started the chapter back in 2008, and it's been a wonderful acknowledgement of scholarship that I'll talk about in just a second. But just to get a couple of, a little bit of the history of our organization, you can certainly, anybody can go to our website. I say our website, Gamma Beta Phi. The national headquarters is in Oak Ridge, Tennessee. That anybody from a historical nature knows that's where the atomic bombs were tested right before World War II in Oak Ridge, Tennessee, which is just outside of Knoxville. Jimmy McNutt is the executive director, and he was originally planning on being here this weekend, but a couple of things came up, and he unfortunately was not able to be here today. He let me know a couple of days ago that he couldn't. So, for better or worse, you have me. And I practiced my speech this morning, you know, get in front of a mirror, practice your speech, and it came in at exactly 1 hour. Just kidding. Yeah, you're about to have a heart attack. 1 hour. Wayleen mentioned I believe it's 8 characteristics of the honor code for members of Gamma Beta Phi, and all the new members. You'll get to take that pledge in just a few minutes. I did a little research, and one of the former Secretary of Education, Bill Bennett, he wrote a book of virtues. And I felt, and I'm just going to highlight a couple of things, I felt that his book followed our code of ethics almost to the T. And I just want to make a couple of comments about his 10 codes of ethics or characters for success. First, he said, is self-discipline. Self-discipline's a tough thing, very tough thing. He said, in self-discipline, one makes a discipline of oneself. You have to even become a disciple for yourself. You become your own teacher, trainer, coach, and disciplinarian. That's what self-discipline's all about. Lou Tice, who passed on a couple of years ago, who was the founder and head of the Pacific Institute, a think tank on successful people, said that your attitude will guide you, kind of almost like a meter in an airplane. But he said a positive attitude is when you seek, you really are motivated and you seek something. That's a positive attitude. Negative attitude, you avoid it. You don't want it, trying to forget about it. And the whole key is the self-discipline to move forward and be motivated towards your goals, which we'll speak about. Compassion was another one. Just as courage, it takes compassion to stand by others in challenging situations. So compassion takes its stand with others in their distress. You know, a real friend is someone who can support you when you're down. That's compassion, according to Bill Bennett, which I agree. Responsibility. To respond is to answer. Correspondingly, if you're responsible, you're answerable, and guess what? Accountable. How can you be responsible if you're not accountable for your own actions? You can't blame someone else. You have to take responsibility. The next characteristic, friendship. Friendship. Every person knows how crucial the choice of friends are for your children. Childhood friendships tell parents which way your children ultimately will probably go. Ted Turner once said, "You are who you associate with." If you think about that, there is a lot of sense to that. Who do you spend the time that's your time with? Think about that. Friendship and associations. Work ethic. Wow. Work ethic, fantastic. Work is applied effort, but it is whatever we put into ourselves, whatever we expend our energy on for taking on accomplishments or achieving our goals. And our goals, again, to quote Lou Tice of the Pacific Institute, that's the appetite. It's the appetite we have to seek what we want. It has to be your goal. Your goal. You have to buy into it. Not somebody else's goal, your goal. And that's why the people sitting in here have accomplished that. Courage. Standing ground against threatening things. It is another way of saying it is moral excellence. To have a moral compass, and you know when to take a stand for what is right and what is wrong. Courage. Perseverance. Hang in there. It's tough. We're all gonna have, I don't know how many times I fell, but you get up, you brush your britches off, and you move forward. Just to the best you can. Keep that positive attitude. You gotta never, ever give up. Never, ever. There's only one guarantee, you're not gonna accomplish your goals if you do give up, right? All right. Honesty. To be honest is to be real, to be genuine, to be authentic and bona fide. To be dishonest, basically, you're a fake, you're fictitious, it's the opposite. Honesty expresses both self-respect and respect for others. You have to be honest to yourself and to others. You know how some people are? They're one way in one group, one way in another group. Be honest to yourself. Okay, I only have 42 more to go. Loyalty. Next to last here, almost closing. Our loyalties are important, according to Bill Bennett. Important signs of the kinds of persons we have chosen to become. They mark the kind of consistency or steadfastness in our attachments to those and other people, groups, institutions, ideals, in which we have deliberately decided to associate ourselves with. Back, kind of tying together here. And again, I applaud your association with Gamma Beta Phi. And lastly, faith. Faith. Faith, hope, and love are formally regarded as the theological virtues of the traditional Christian doctrine. God bless you all. Thank you.
Now we will present our new members with their certificate and their item.
We'll try, I guess in no particular order, but I'll let you call the names out. I'll delegate again.
And I'm going to take the initiative to delegate to our Vice President, Terrell Malone. He had to work today, but he did what he had to do to get here. So we're glad that he was able to join us. I'm gonna have you help Dr. Webb and
Well, if you'll pass out. These are membership materials and packets, and then we have our certification document, your certificate of joining. Now, there could be one or two that, because of the transparency and it didn't maybe occur in the most timely manner, if you don't have a Gamma Beta Phi membership certificate, we certainly will get one to you in the next few days, and I apologize for any miscomings that we may have had.
And to piggyback on that, if you don't get a certificate, please make sure you come see me after the program, because he has so kindly delegated it to me to make sure that everyone gets their certificate. But I don't mind. I have thoroughly enjoyed it. And I would like to ask Dean Jones to come up and join us.
And when she calls your name, if you would just come on up to the front and be acknowledged. You can take pictures if you would like. I'm ready.
First, we have Catherine Bellamy.
Catherine? Thank you. Thank you so much. Congratulations. Here's your certificate. I appreciate it very much. Are you okay?
Yep.
Next, we have Laura Bush.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Chad Cheney.
Hey, Chad, good to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Congratulations.
Stephanie Cornwell.
Thanks, Steph. Congratulations. Oh, okay, sure. Where are we looking? You're very welcome. Of course, I'll be available for pictures afterwards. And autographs. Paparazzi, they won't leave me alone.
Next, we have Lita Cowart.
We'll start here. Hey, congratulations.
Ronnie Ferguson.
Ronnie, yeah, there you are. Good to see you, Ronnie. Thank you. Congratulations. Well, he's got one certificate. We'll all give him a certificate. But congratulations, Ronnie. Thank you.
Amelia Hill.
Congratulations.
Dr. Wade?
Oh, thank you.
Okay. Mr. Miller, please say your first name for me. It's Eric? Okay. Eric Miller.
All right, Eric.
I couldn't read the handwriting, so I didn't want to put it.
Congratulations.
Chanel Randall.
Congratulations. Oh, sure. Absolutely. All right.
Doyle Rogers.
Congratulations. Sure. Picture time.
Brianna Stewart.
Hey, Brianna, congratulations. Thank you.
Amanda Tart.
Thank you. Congratulations. Absolutely. I'm glad you did that.
Beverly Thigpen. Family, that's what they supposed to. Family is more.
Congratulations, Beverly. Thank you. Picture. All right.
Come on, Sissy. One more.
Sure.
Okay, where do I go to the party?
Got it? Thank you. That's,
Kimberly Toombs.
thank you, everyone. Congratulations. Absolutely. Oh, over here. Got it? Thank you.
Jatoya Ware.
Hey, Miss Ware. Nice to see you. Sure, absolutely. Oh, this way. Oh, yes, ma'am.
One more. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
And last but not least, Amanda White.
Congratulations, Amanda. Sure, absolutely. Got it? Hey, I'm the same way. Did we miss anyone? Okay, I'm sorry, we do have one more. Not now, not last but least. Come on. I'm sorry, your name, ma'am? Tanisha Irving. Did I get that right? Sorry about that. Tanisha Irving. And Robert may have a certificate. If not, we'll get you one.
Got everybody else?
Ah, there we go. Different time? Oh, wonderful. Thank you. Sorry about that. Wonderful.
All right,
We
now-
ready for our closing remarks now?
No, we're not ready for our closing remarks. Okay, now we would like to have our pledge of membership. So could we have all of our inductees please stand? And if you look inside, on the inside fold of your blue program, the pledge is listed here. Let's read this all together. I solemnly declare that I shall always strive to hold fast to the principles and honesty, to maintain the standard of academic
personality, and to develop good character and leadership ability. To further pledge myself to cooperate with other members of the Gamma Theta Alpha Society and the active promotion of these ideals in our school, community, state, and nation.
Thank you. You may be seated. Now it's time for our closing remarks, Dr. Will. We would like, first I would like, are any of you inductees?
We have two.
Hi.
Hate to put you on the
We're
spot.
just now, come on, stick well, nice to meet you. Okay, here's a membership packet, a program, and Robert may have your name again.
Now, did we have any inductees
Yes,
that
this
traveled
fits.
today?
I'm sorry.
I would like to give a special thanks to those of you who took the time out to drive. I really do appreciate you all coming and taking the time out to come to this special occasion. It means a lot to myself and to Dr. Webb. It actually shows dedication. One of the things that's very important. And
Was there one more person to walk in, or was that it? Ms. Pitts, is there anyone else? Okay. Thank you.
I would like to thank everyone for coming out and supporting our new members. And I will turn it over to Dr. Webb. Do you have any? Oh, before I do that, I'm sorry. I know I introduced our Vice President, Mr. Malone. You want to say anything?
I just appreciate everybody for coming out and supporting this society. I'm very thankful to have a big size society here in Virginia, like we do, for it to be a small class. I think we have a lot of members, and I'm very proud and thankful for that. And that's it.
I have a quick funny story about Mr. Malone. When I first started, we took a lot of classes together but didn't really know who each other was. And I had one teacher come to me and say, "Have you met our resident overachiever?" I said, "No, I haven't." So his name is Terrell Malone. You should get to know him because you're making a run for his spot. So now we get to work together. He's a great support role for me. He has awesome ideas, and we both look forward to working with all of our new members towards making our society bigger and better. The next person I would like to recognize is Mr. Robert Dobbs. He's our chapter treasurer. And that doesn't mean he just handles our money. Anything we ask Robert to do, Robert is right there. No questions asked. Robert, would you like to say anything?
Since joining the society, I mean, it's growing, and I hope that it continues to. I mean, we have a good start, and if we perpetuate it through our achievements and move this forward, it's gonna be a great thing for the Virginia College and for us. And the thing is that we can only do it through the active participation of our members. So, it's now in your court. Thank you.
I would like to recognize. I don't remember your name. I'm horrible with names. But you were one of our first. So I would like you to come up and say something. She's an alumni.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm very honored that she was able to come and join us. And what's your name again?
Linda Jiang.
Linda.
Yes.
Everyone, this is Linda. And if you don't want to say anything, you don't have to. I just want to make sure you were recognized.
Yeah, I was one of the first. I mean, I was among the first. They're the first one, and the assistant president. Yeah, the first one here at Virginia College. Yeah.
Thank you. And I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Dr. Webb.
Thank you. Are there any other past or current members that are not being inducted today that are present other than Linda? Would you stand, please? Stand. See, this is what it's all about, is the support of the organization. Thanks very much. Do we have, are you a new member as you're walking in before we close? Yes or no? No, okay, someone else. I think we've done a pretty good job of trying to make it to 1:30, 1:35. We have light refreshments that are to be catered, and it was supposed to be here. So I think we are almost ready. Thank you very much, take care, and maybe we'll see you at the next induction ceremony. Good day.
Well, Dr. Webb, we get a group picture.
Group picture, group
Yeah.
picture. Absolutely. Group picture.